Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful day to talk about daytime drama, and we have a massive explosive update to unpack. Grab your coffee and let's just dive right into the absolute madness that is currently unfolding in Port Charles because things are getting completely out of control. So let's just get right to the absolute biggest bombshell that is dropping on us right now. You guys, I am honestly still trying to process this because it is just so messy. Willow's pregnant, and it is Chase's baby. Yes, you heard me right. After that completely uncontrolled, passionate night they spent together at the Boathouse, Willow is staring down the barrel of a pregnancy that is going to literally destroy everything. I mean, we all knew that Boathouse hookup was going to have consequences. You don't just have two exes collide in a moment of sheer, unadulterated weakness in a dimly lit boathouse on a soap opera and just walk away clean. That is not how this genre works. But a baby, a whole actual baby, what were the writers thinking? Or maybe I should say this is exactly what they were thinking, because the drama potential here is just off the charts. Let's just be real for a second here. Willow is currently trapped in what has to be the most toxic, dead-end marriage in the history of Port Charles. She is married to Drew, but it's not even a real marriage anymore because she is literally holding him hostage in his own body. She shot him. She has been secretly injecting him with paralytic drugs to keep him in this horrifying locked-in state. She is playing the role of the devoted tragic wife to the outside world while secretly acting as his warden. And now she is pregnant with another man's child. How is she going to hide a growing baby bump while she is busy playing nurse to a paralyzed husband that she paralyzed? The logistics alone are making my head spin. It is so dark. Willow used to be this sweet, innocent character, and now she is out here committing multiple felonies and carrying a secret boathouse baby. And then there is Chase. Oh, Harrison Chase, the Boy Scout, the good guy who always tries to do the right thing. He is currently married to Brooklyn, and they are putting their whole hearts into trying to adopt little Phoebe. They are building a life. They are trying to create this perfect little family unit. And Chase has absolutely no idea that he just planted a ticking time bomb right in the middle of it. A few episodes ago, we saw Willow completely break down in tears in front of Chase at her house. She told him she didn't want to be married to Drew anymore. And then she said this line that just chilled me. She said she is guilty of so much. Chase, bless his oblivious, trusting heart, just comforted her. He held her. He probably thought she was just feeling guilty about falling out of love with her sick husband. He has no clue. He has zero idea that she is confessing to drugging Drew and that she is carrying the physical proof of their betrayal in her womb. It is almost painful to watch Chase be this clueless. Sometimes I want to just reach through the screen and shake him. Wake up, Chase. The woman crying on your shoulder is a literal criminal who is pregnant with your child, okay? That sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. It is just so frustrating to watch him be this blind. But let's talk about Brooklyn for a minute, because my heart is honestly breaking for her, even though she is keeping her own massive secrets. Brooklyn is already a nervous wreck. She is walking around carrying the guilt of being the driver in that hit-and-run accident that caused the massive fight between Curtis and Isaiah. Tracy Quartermain, in all her ruthless glory, had Brooklyn's black BMW detailed and covered up the damage to protect her. Tracy flat out told Brooklyn that she has to keep her mouth shut if she wants any chance of adopting Phoebe. So Brooklyn is living in this constant state of terror, terrified that the cops are going to figure it out, terrified that she's going to lose the adoption, terrified of losing Chase. And now her husband has gone and gotten his ex-girlfriend pregnant. If this baby is born, it is going to be a living, breathing monument to Chase's betrayal. It will completely shatter the fake peace they have built. It will destroy the Quartermain family from the inside out. Brooklyn has fought so hard for Chase. They have been through so much back and forth, so many misunderstandings, and they finally got married. And for him to slip up one time at the Boathouse and ruin everything, the fans on social media are going to absolutely riot when this all comes out. I can already see the angry tweets. People love Chase and Brooklyn together, and this is the ultimate betrayal. And you know who is making this entire situation a million times worse? Michael Corinthos. Oh my gosh. Do not even get me started on Michael right now. Michael thinks he is this brilliant mastermind playing 3D chess with everyone's lives. He figured out that Brooklyn was the driver who fled the scene of the accident. And instead of doing the right thing, he decides to weaponize it. Michael is actively trying to set a cheating trap for Chase and Willow. He literally hired a private investigator, Elaine, to follow them around and snap cozy photos of them. He wants to use Brooklyn's hit-and-run secret to cause a massive blowout in her marriage, hoping it will push Chase right back into Willow's arms. But the absolute irony of this whole thing is that Michael's too late. He is trying to orchestrate a betrayal that has already happened. He is out here making smug phone calls saying he figured out a way to solve all his problems, totally unaware that Willow and Chase already crossed the line all on their own. They didn't need Michael's meddling. They didn't need a trap. They just needed a dark boathouse and a lot of unresolved tension. It is actually kind of hilarious how useless Michael's grand evil plan is right now. He thinks he is pushing them to the edge, but they already jumped off the cliff weeks ago. So what happens next? What happens when this ticking time bomb actually explodes? Because it has to. Secrets like this do not stay buried in Port Charles. They always come out at the absolute worst possible moment, usually at a wedding, a funeral, or a baby shower. Speaking of which, Portia's baby shower is coming up and it's supposed to be a disaster, but I digress. Let's pull ourselves back on track. When this truth comes out, it is going to be a bloodbath. Tracy Quartermain's going to lose her absolute mind. She is already stressed to the max trying to get Jen Sidwell out of deception. She is meeting with Rick Lansing to figure out legal loopholes. She is covering up felony hit-and-runs for her granddaughter. And now she is going to have to deal with the fact that the golden boy, cop married into her family, just got a Quartermain enemy pregnant. Tracy might actually have a heart attack. Or she might just burn the whole town down. Honestly, with Tracy, it is the toss-up. And we have to look at Willow's psychology here because it is fascinating and terrifying. She recently confronted Jen Sidwell looking absolutely horrified and demanded that they stop dosing Drew with the paralytic. Why the sudden change of heart? She has been perfectly fine keeping Drew locked in his own body for a while now. But suddenly she wants to stop. I think it is the pregnancy. I think the reality of carrying a new life is making her look at the monster she has become. She is creating life while actively torturing her husband. The guilt has to be eating her alive. Plus, she knows she can't hide a pregnancy forever. If Drew suddenly wakes up, or if the doctors figure out what she is doing, she is going to prison. And you can't raise Chase's baby in Steinmauer. She is trapped. Completely and utterly trapped. But she built the trap herself. That is the crazy part. She made every single terrible decision that led her to this exact moment. And it just gets more complicated because Nina is now involved in the whole drug mess. Nina decided to spare Jack Brennan from his second paralytic injection. She wants to work with him to take down Sidwell and Ross Cullum. When Willow finds out that Nina went rogue and didn't drug Brennan, she is going to freak out. Willow's entire house of cards is collapsing. She is losing control of Drew. She is losing control of the cover-up. And she has completely lost control of her own body now that she is pregnant. I honestly don't know how Chase is going to survive the fallout. He is a guy who sees the world in black and white, right and wrong, good and evil. How is he going to process the gray area of his own actions? He cheated on his wife. That alone is going to destroy his self-esteem. But then, to find out that the woman he cheated with is a criminal, that Willow shot Drew and has been drugging him. Chase is a cop. His literal job is to arrest people who do the things Willow is doing. Is he going to arrest the mother of his unborn child? Is he going to cover it up to protect his baby? If Chase covers this up, it destroys his entire character. It ruins the fundamental core of who Harrison Chase is. The writers are painting him into a corner where there is no good way out. And Brooklyn, my God. The adoption of Phoebe is almost certainly going to fall through now. The universe just does not want Brooklyn to be happy. She is going to lose the child. She has been fighting so hard to adopt, and she is going to have to watch her husband raise a biological child with Willow. The irony is just suffocating. Brooklyn has always felt insecure about Willow. Willow was the perfect one, the sweet one, the one Chase loved first. And now Willow is giving Chase the one thing Brooklyn hasn't been able to give him yet. It is a classic soap opera tragedy. But it just hurts so much to watch because Brooklyn has grown so much as a character. She doesn't deserve this. Well, maybe she deserves a little bit of karma for the hit and run, but not this. Sometimes I just have to zoom out and look at the bigger pattern of this show. The writers love to destroy happy couples. They just can't let anyone be happy for more than 5 minutes. Chase and Brooklyn finally tied the knot and immediately they throw a secret baby plot at them. It feels a bit clunky, to be honest. The pacing has been wild. 1 minute, Willow and Chase are just sharing a tense look. The next minute, they are tearing each other's clothes off in a boathouse, and now she is pregnant. It feels rushed, but at the same time, it feels inevitable. We all saw the writing on the wall. So what are we supposed to do now? We just have to sit back and watch the train wreck happen in slow motion. We have to watch Michael plot and scheme, not knowing he is already obsolete. We have to watch Brooklyn plan for an adoption that is doomed. We have to watch Chase be a comforting shoulder for a woman who is secretly a monster. And we have to watch Willow try to juggle a paralyzed husband, a blackmailing crime boss, a meddling mother, and a secret pregnancy. It is exhausting just talking about it. I am honestly a bit tired of the constant misery, but I still care. I still want to see how they write themselves out of this impossible corner. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Willow. Maybe she really is just a victim of her own bad choices. No, wait. She shot a guy and is drugging him. I am definitely not being too harsh. She is out of control. And this baby is going to be the catalyst that brings her entire dark empire crashing down. Anyway, I know I just rambled for a long time, but there is just so much to unpack here. The Boathouse baby is going to change the landscape of Port Charles forever. The Quartermains will never be the same. Deception might fall apart. The PCPD is going to have a field day when the truth about Drew comes out. It is all connected, and it is all going to blow up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you Team Brooklyn or Team Willow? Actually, who could possibly be Team Willow right now? Just let me know your thoughts. I need to go lie down and process all this drama. Catch you in the next one.